Interest rates are like a double-edged sword. They can either make you rich or leave you broke. And here's the scary part. Most people don't even realize how much their financial future depends on them. Whether it's your mortgage, credit card, car loan, savings account, or even your investments, interest rates silently shape your wealth every single day. In this video, I'll break down exactly how interest rates work, how they affect your money, and how you can use them to build wealth instead of debt. So, stick with me. This might be the most important financial lesson you'll hear this year. Section 1. What are interest rates? Really? Let's start simple. Interest rates are basically the cost of money. When you borrow money, like with a credit card, student loan, or mortgage, you're paying interest. When you save or invest, you're earning interest. It sounds straightforward, but here's the catch. The difference between paying high interest versus earning high interest is what separates the rich from the broke. Section 2. How interest rates make you broke. Here's where most Americans get trapped. Take credit cards. The average credit card interest rate in the US is now over 20%. That means if you owe $5,000 and only make minimum payments, you could be paying thousands of dollars just in interest on top of what you already owe. Same with payday loans, car loans, and even mortgages if you lock in at a high rate. High interest is like a leak in your financial bucket. No matter how much you pour in, it keeps draining. This is why people stay broke. They're feeding the banks instead of feeding their own wealth. Section 3. How interest rates make you rich. Now here's the flip side. Interest rates can actually make you wealthy if you're on the other side of the equation. When you invest in bonds, savings accounts, or even certain stocks, you earn interest or dividends. When rates are higher, you get rewarded for saving and investing. And the most powerful wealth builder of all, compound interest. This is when your money earns interest, and then that interest earns more interest, and the cycle continues. Over time, it snowballs into massive growth. Albert Einstein famously called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. He said, "Those who understand it, earn it. Those who don't, pay it," and he was right. Section 4. Real-life example. Broke versus rich. Let me give you a quick example. Person A puts $5,000 on a credit card at 20% interest and pays the minimum every month. It could take them 20 years to pay it off, and they'll end up paying over $10,000 in interest alone. Person B invests $5,000 into an index fund averaging 8% annual returns. Same money, same time frame. One person ends up drowning in debt, the other ends up growing wealth. That's the power of interest rates. Section 5. Interest rates and the economy. Now let's zoom out a bit. Interest rates aren't just about personal finance, they're also how the government and banks control the economy. When interest rates are low, borrowing gets cheaper. People take more loans. Businesses invest more. The economy speeds up. But savings accounts don't earn much. When interest rates are high, borrowing gets expensive. People cut back on loans and spending. Businesses slow down, but savers and investors earn more. Understanding this cycle can help you time your financial moves, like whether it's smart to refinance your mortgage, take on new debt, or stash more in savings. Section 6. How to use interest rates to your advantage. Okay, so how can you make sure interest rates work for you instead of against you? Here are a few steps. Pay off high-interest debt first. Credit card balances are wealth killers. Knock them out as quickly as possible. Refinance when rates drop. If you have a mortgage or car loan, refinancing can save you thousands. Save and invest smartly. Put your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. For long-term money, invest in index funds, bonds, or other growth assets. Avoid unnecessary borrowing. If it doesn't make you money or improve your life significantly, don't finance it. Leverage interest smartly. Some wealthy people use low-interest loans to invest in higher return opportunities, but this requires discipline and strategy. It's not for everyone. Section 7. The mindset shift. Broke people fear interest rates because they're always paying them. Rich people love interest rates because they're earning them. Once you make that shift, once you move from paying interest to collecting it, to start building wealth automatically. Every day, your money works harder, even while you sleep. So, ask yourself this today. Are interest rates making you rich or keeping you broke? If you've been stuck paying crazy amounts of interest, don't feel bad. Most people start there. But the good news is, you can flip the script. Pay off the bad debt. Start saving, start investing, and put yourself on the side of earning interest instead of paying it. Now, here's my question for you. What's the highest interest rate you've ever paid, or the best interest rate you've ever earned? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. If this video gave you a wake-up call, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more financial tips every week. Because the truth is simple, it is not just about how much money you make, it is about how you manage it. And interest rates might just be the biggest game changer of all.